Hello everyone, my name is MJ Vilches and welcome to part 4 of the creation process for this month's entry for hashtag TUC Art Challenge or the Underland Chronicles Art Challenge. And yeah, for this part we are gonna be working on some 3D objects. So yeah, without further ado, let's get to it. Let's do it. So I'm using Blender, but I'm not in Blender right now. I'm in Discord. This is my Discord community, official Discord community for Doodlenos Productions World to Awesomeness. If you want to hang out, just join the Discord server. There should be a link in the description below, or just check out my page. There should be links all over the page on the posts. I did not link it in this stream, but yeah, just join my server and hang out. But yeah, let's go to Blender. And so far, our progress is this: we added some 2D fills for our grease pencil objects. And for this part, we're gonna be working on some 3D objects. We're gonna change the material for the 3D object of the Whirlpool right here, and also I'm still struggling between using a grease pencil object for the rope or a 3D object. I'm probably gonna end up just using 3D object for this one. So let me just get rid of that for now. But first, we're gonna deal with our wave. With a Whirlpool 3D object here. So I'm gonna go to general. I'm gonna add a new workspace here. Add shading. This would give us a layout or a workspace that would make changing the shading of our Whirlpool here easy. So let me change the world here, like the HDRI or something of our shading workspace viewport. So yeah, this is the material for the water. It's not really that complicated, and mostly just effect. We're gonna be dealing with the bump, which I think I'm gonna set to UV. Let's see how that looks. It's gonna take a bit of time to compile the first time, I think, or every time I make changes. So yeah, I'm setting that UV does not do anything. Let me just do this. I'm gonna Alt R, Alt G, and I'm gonna hide the grease pencil objects so that we can just focus here. I'm just gonna reposition it later. So that's something that we're gonna be doing a lot anyway. So I'm gonna go U, unwrap that, and that should fix the UV problem that we have. But tell you what, I'm gonna Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. I'm gonna bring that back because I'm gonna do something like this. I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna add a new workspace here, animation workspace. And what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go one frame forward, add a keyframe for the location and rotation of this one, and let's just go location, rotation, and scale. I'm gonna go back to frame 1. And we're gonna set auto keying. I'm just gonna Alt R, Alt G again, and we're just gonna repeat the process that we did. Hide the grease pencil. Go back to shading here. I'm gonna go to the top view, and I'm gonna unwrap this again. So I did that so that I can go to camera view here, go one frame up, and we get the position that we had before. And this is gonna help us determine how we're gonna be tweak the material for this 3D object. So I need to reduce the size of it, I guess. And I'm gonna pick like the middle vertex here, and this will give me a setting it to UV allows me to manipulate the mesh and also the texture to create like a whirlpool here. So we're gonna rotate that on the Z-axis by a lot. But before doing that, I guess we need to. I'm gonna add a multi-res here. I'm gonna tab to object mode. I'm gonna subdivide a bit. Actually, no, never mind. No, not that. What we're gonna do is this. Set this to X-ray for now. I'm just gonna add a couple of vertices here, maybe 4, in the middle of like edge loops. I mean, in the middle of the whirlpool here, just so we have a plenty there. We have more room to work on here. Just doing that, and then I can go back to shade, to material preview, rotate again. Oh wait, I should be in edit mode, RZZ, and I can just rotate, and we will have our whirlpool. Maybe not too much. Maybe something like this. Let me try and bring this down a bit. And I probably need to do more here. Probably need to scale it down a bit more. 20? Let's go 20. I mean, I need to scale it up to make it smaller, I think. Let's try, I'm gonna try scaling this down towards the center here. Just so we get that circular thing right there. Like spiraling. So we have that. Still a bunch of stuff that we need to fix for this. But since we're not using like a light, we're still not dealing with lighting right now. This is just like an HDRI that is not exactly matching our scene. It's not gonna look great. I'm also gonna try and reduce the distance here. This is something that we're gonna be tweaking a lot later. So our whirlpool is right there. I needed to be more twisted, more whirlpool like. See, there we go. I think we're gonna be updating this following the spiral of our whirlpool here, because it's not matched, and that's not good. So I'm gonna go to the top view here. I'm gonna match the spiral of our whirlpool. Let's see. So that the 2D grease pencil object here matches like how the whirlpool looks. So we're gonna do that. I'm just gonna go to frame 2 again. Where are we? We're in frame 6, frame 1. Need to be in frame 1 to go to the default position here. And I'm going to update our whirlpool so that it matches the spiral. So let me just go here. And I guess I'm just gonna go and delete all of this. So we did that. Now I can go back to 2D animation. I'm gonna go to top view. So it's going to be difficult to see this, I think. Wait. It's difficult to see this. I'm gonna set this to that. I'm gonna draw mode, and there. Now we can see it. So we are going to draw once more our whirlpool here. So I'm gonna start in the middle. Now that we have like a spiral thing that we can use as a reference, this shouldn't be too difficult anymore. So we have something like that, and then I'm gonna add some watery effects happening like this, and then going around twitch tip here. Need to copy the we have a reference. We have a nice reference of the spiral here from the 3D object, so I'm just gonna go for that. Just gonna complete the spiral right here, getting bigger as it goes out of the circle here. And then like so. Do the same thing right here. So this is a very janky way of doing this, by the way. And I'm not using any references for a whirlpool. I probably need to like look online, online for some references about this. But anyway, let's just try and go wing it the way we'd want to do it, or I'd want to do it. Like put my own style to it, I guess. So I'm just gonna go add more spiral for our whirlpool here. No, we need to follow like the spiral of our. Wait, I did not set it to, and that's gonna be easily fixable later. I'm just gonna fix that later. For now, we're gonna keep going. So I'm just gonna go do something like this. And continue on right here. And just, oops. Just gonna keep going like that. And hopefully things are going well for the stream. It is. So we don't have a problem here. Just Control Z that, because that seems to be really fat right there. So now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to edit mode. I'm gonna grab like the center part here. Make sure this is set to proportional editing and uncheck connected only. And then we're just gonna go G, Z to follow the curve of our spiral here. And hopefully it doesn't go through the 3D object, which will make it non-visible. So for now, we have this. If we view from here, we have that. I probably need to move it down, move it even more down. So I'm just gonna go to the left view here. I mean right orthographic, and then just drag this part right here. I'm gonna drag it even deeper towards the center there. And we have this. Now let's go like that. And I will have to make this appear. Never mind. Tell you what. Let's go back here. So I need parts of this to not go through our mesh. So we're gonna fix that. I'm gonna set this to connected only so I don't move the others. And then just fixing some of the parts here that are going through our 3D object. Now we have this. We have our whirlpool. Now the action lines, the 2D action lines are like matching the water. We probably need to add more to it later, but for now, I think that's looking great. It's even going to be slightly animated, like as the comic cinematic goes. I'm gonna animate it like slightly rotating, like slowly rotating. It's gonna slowly rotate, and I already parented this grease pencil object and twitch tip on the circle right here on our whirlpool 3D object. That's why they're going with the whirlpool object. So it's gonna be slowly animated, just for because this is a comic cinematic. It doesn't need to like really move like in real time, like because in real time the whirlpool would be really fast. Yeah, as you can see, it looks nice. It's looking nice. So for now, that's it. We have our whirlpool. Next, I'm gonna be working on the rope. So for the rope, I'm gonna use a Bezier curve. So I'm gonna shift S cursor to selected on Gregor here. Make sure we're in the 3D object still. And I'm going to go and add a curve. It's going to be Bezier. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna tab into edit mode, and I'm just gonna position the Bezier curve right there, like the tip of the Bezier curve. I'm gonna straighten it like in the camera. I'm just gonna make sure that it's visible in the camera view. And let's see what we can do here. So in the camera view, it looks like this. I can then extrude it towards the boat like that. This needs to be like over the boat, which is, the boat is like right there. So I'm just gonna go like this. I'm gonna be making it look like a rope first before we add some thickness to it. So add a bit more aesthetic to how it like curves there. And then I'm gonna extrude it inwards a bit more. And now we have our rope, but we still need to add more to this. So what I'm gonna do is very far, like off camera, I'm just gonna put it like right here. I am going to add a circle object. So 3D objects, I'm gonna add circle. I'm gonna go mesh, circle, and I'm just gonna leave it like that. Let's just call it rope. And I'm gonna go Bezier rope curve. Name that rope curve. I'm just gonna name our circle here, our whirlpool here, which is a circle object, as whirlpool 3D. And then I'm gonna go back to the Bezier curve, and I think it's in geometry. It's probably the taper object. No, it's not the taper object. It must be the taper object. Oh, yeah, I don't. It's not going to. I'm not supposed to add a 3D circle, but a grease pencil. I mean a curve circle. So I'm gonna add curve circle right here. Make that rope. Rename that rope, and let's go back to the geometry here. And now we should be able to see rope. And enable that. I'm not sure if it's the one. Kind of forgot how to use a Bezier curve. Let's see. I'm gonna figure this out. So we have the Bezier curve. We selected rope, taper radius. It's not the taper, I think. I think it's object bevel, rope. And there we go. And I need to edit a rope so that it's smaller. And there you have it. There's probably a way to make this more high quality. Let me just... So let's see. 3D. If I add more resolution, I think I'm going to do that. Let's try 34. And I can actually tab into edit mode with this and Alt S, kind of like in Grease Pencil, to reduce the thickness. And that's a 3D rope now. So I'm just gonna curve this nicely here so that it doesn't look like that. Maybe it's fine to go off camera at this point. But yeah, we're having... This is curving in a not that cool way. Just gonna move it right here towards like the edge of the boat. And I need this part to go right here. Let me go closer here, and I really want to put that right on the back of the rope there. And that shouldn't be too weird looking. So now we have a rope. It looks nice. I can make that thicker by pressing Alt S. So that looks nice. Now we can add the material to it. I'm gonna go to shading. Let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna add rope material. Yeah, it looks like rope 3D. 3D. I'm gonna pick Gregor first and copy the color of this. A hexadecimal for the color of our rope on that one. And I'm gonna put it on the base color of this one. And it should be kind of the same, but not, because we still need to tweak our 3D rope so that it doesn't look as 3D. So this is going to be the tricky part, because I have no idea how to do a comic-like thingy, like a cell shading effect. And that's something we're gonna figure out right now, actually. Or I'm just gonna end up getting a material from the internet, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna first add an image texture here. I'm gonna get the book pattern texture. I'm gonna put it like probably on top of our base color there. I'm gonna go color, mix RGB. Should be on top of the other one. And then I'm going to have to control V the hexadecimal again here. And we're starting to lag for some reason. I'm gonna set the texture coordinate of this to generated. Let's see how that looks. There we go. That looks nice. One thing that we can do here, actually, and which is something that I haven't tried yet, is checking freestyle here. And if I hit render, which should be fine while streaming, hopefully. If I hit hand render, it adds like a stroke to our 3D object here, so it actually works really nice. I just need to not include the stroke for the Whirlpool, which is something that's I know we're gonna figure it out. There's gotta be a way to disable this for freestyle. Like the object does not render as a freestyle. Let's see. Because if I can't do that, then I'm going to have to do some compositing here. Let's see. Combine used for rendering. I checked freestyle. If I uncheck freestyle for this one, I'm gonna shift. We have like an overlap here that's causing the weird thing going on. Let's see how we can fix this. It looks like, what's happening here? It seems to be overlapping or something. I'm gonna turn off connected for now. Let me try and move this up. Scale it down. It's probably because it's so rotated that it's looking like that. Let's see if scaling it out fixes it. Let me just go back. Okay, there. That's rotating it. Fix it, I said. And now if I render that, it shouldn't include. It shouldn't be included on the freestyle. But I could be wrong. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, it didn't include. Now we have a nice clean render here. I don't even have to cell shade the rope because now it looks nice. And our 3D rope kind of like is right there. Okay, we have like almost a complete artwork here. And yeah, I think we're done. If I do like a quick camera motion here, the rope stays behind Gregor there. It doesn't parallax. So that's nice. The parallax would be between Gregor, the boat, and Twitch Tip, because they're far apart from each other in 3D space. Now that's looking nice. We're gonna be animating this. I'm also gonna remove the let's go to the option. I'm gonna remove the keyframes for this one, so that it doesn't go back to the default position. And we're gonna try and quickly do a camera animation. So I'm gonna end with this. Let's see. I wanna set the passe part out to 1 so that we don't see what's not seen in the camera. I'm gonna go to the end frame, or maybe this is the middle part. I'm just gonna add a keyframe for this: location, rotation, and scale. Turn on auto keying here. I'm gonna move a bit to the right, to the left, to our left, and then I'm gonna go zoom in a bit towards Twitch Tip, rotate a bit, and we're gonna just do something like that. Let's see how that looks. I can just probably remove this so that we're zooming in. We're moving slowly towards Twitch Tip right here, and you can see what's happening here. Already it's looking nice. This is like a quick comic cinematic, and then we're still going to add like the rotation of the, let's see, wait a minute, I'm gonna turn off auto keying so that it doesn't automatically animate. I can even add something like this. So if I if we play the animation right now, and this rotates a bit, like slowly rotates like that when the animation is done. But yeah, I think that's all for now. We did this, managed to add the 3D objects. We changed the shader of our 3D Whirlpool here. Both 2D objects, or grease pencil objects, and the 3D objects are nicely blended in together. And if we're gonna look at the render, it's gonna look like this. Maybe I'm just gonna use a temporary HDRI here for environment texture for the rendered, so just so we can see how the whirlpool looks. I'm gonna get maybe a nighttime, a blue night. Let's see how that looks here in the camera. Yeah, that's too dark. Let's pick something a bit dark but not too dark. That's still kind of dark. Let's to light it up a bit. Maybe this one. Maybe we have like a bluer. Just checking, just choosing an HDRI that would work. It's too dark though. I don't like it. Let's try the moonless gulf. Okay, now tell you what, this is taking a lot of time. We need to. I'm just gonna use this. I'm just gonna use that. If I render this, we have this, and it's looking great, I think. So we have our whirlpool, 3D rope thing happening here, but it blends with the 2D grease pencil object nicely. So, yeah, I think we're good. We're good. We dealt with our 3D objects. We dealt with the shady MTL, and yeah, on the next part, which will be tomorrow, because I'm just gonna stream the rest of the week. We're gonna finish this artwork this week. Tomorrow we're gonna be dealing with lighting and shading. Yeah, for now, we managed to finish our 3D objects. Our scene is almost done. Quick little animation gap happening here, which is something that I still will do on a previous stream, I'll do it properly. Our 3D rope is gonna look really nice when we see the freestyle. Okay, that's looking really nice. I really love it. So yeah, I think that's all for now. Thank you so much to those who watched on the Facebook Live, where I live streamed this on Facebook, and to you who watched this on YouTube up to this point. Hopefully, I've shared enough knowledge to you to be able to do something like this as well. I have a bunch of series of videos sharing, the process of how I do stuff, and hopefully they help you in doing your stuff of your own. And yeah, I think that's all. Thank you to those who supported me through KoFi, to Handsomeness, Jubin, Erick Madrigal, yaejinssi, to Elizabeth Money, Magnolia Weathershield, ZQ Star, Jane, to Tristan Wintle, Mbuddy, Scared Flyer, and GulliermoGage. Thank you so much to these guys. They supported me through ko-fi.com/doodlenose productions, which enabled me to do the Underland project for 4 years now. Especially GulliermoGage, who's really supported the Underland project since it started. And also the Scared Flyer, who's always so active in the Discord community. And also Janet, who is probably watching right now. So yeah, that's all for now. If you want to support me, go to ko-fi.com/doodlenose productions. That's where you'll see a bunch of stuff explaining what I do. And yeah, follow Doodlenose Productions everywhere on the internet. Just search Doodlenose Productions. It should take you to my stuff. And yeah, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. My name is MJ Vilches, and yeah, next part, lighting and shading tomorrow. Bye.